Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and today I want to talk about everything pumpkin spice and everything nice. So everything about today's video is going to be about pumpkin. So I'm really excited to show you our pumpkin carving kit from the Pampered Chef. I'm going to show you how to carve a pie pumpkin. We're going to roast some pumpkin seeds. I'm going to show you what to do to get them ready to roast. And then we're also going to make a pumpkin pie dip. So as you're joining, please like and share my video. Make sure you comment, let me know where you're watching from. I always love to see where everybody is tuning in from. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already started carving this pie pumpkin. And so the difference in like a carving pumpkin and a pie pumpkin is that pie pumpkins actually taste better if you're going to cook the pumpkin. So that's why I chose to do this one today. I'm going to use part of our pumpkin carving set to get this started. So we have the MySafe cutter, and this is actually a kid safe knife. And so while these are sharp enough to cut through the flesh, they're not going to cut your skin. So they might scratch you if you really bear down really hard, but this is a knife that's safe for kids to use. So this is the MySafe cutter. It's part of a set that comes with our scoop loop. So if you've never seen me use this, and I realize I have on black, so maybe you can't see this, I'm trying to hold it where you guys can see it. This is our scoop loop. We're gonna scoop out all of the seeds from the pie pumpkin, and then we're going to boil the seeds so that we can then roast them. So I went ahead and started this just for time's sake. You can see I started over here. I've gone almost all the way around, and I'm just gonna finish this so you guys can see just how easy it is to use this MySafe cutter. So you're gonna press down, and when you get to where the handle is in the pumpkin, make sure you're connecting each cut, and then pull it out and do another one. And you're just going to continue this till you go all the way around. And I'm almost done. I have one more cut, and hopefully they all connected really well. And then I'm just gonna pull the top off, and there we go. So that's how you're gonna take the top off of your pumpkin. So of course you could use this on larger pumpkins, but like I said, I wanted to use this for the pie pumpkin, so that if I decide that I want to cook this, I can do that. I'm going to scrape off as much of the seeds as I can, and then we're going to use the seeds. I'm going to boil those. Let's see, and if you don't get all, like if you have some pulp still in with the seeds when you go to boil them, it's okay. That should all separate once you are done. So I'm just gonna scrape the inside of this pie pumpkin, get all those seeds loosened up. And this does have two different size ends. So you could use the wide end, or you could use the narrow end. We have a little bit more to go here. I probably should have made a little bit larger hole so my hand would fit in here better. Next time I'll do that. All right. Get most of that out. Use the narrow side to just scrape those last few pieces of seeds out. I'm gonna borrow my small mixing scraper. They're just sticking to the sides of the pumpkin. All right, there we go. A couple more, I'm gonna use my hands here. Those few just did not wanna come out. All right. Two more little seeds that are sticking on the bottom there. But we've got all the pulp out. I'll show you the inside of this pumpkin. Get my hands cleaned off real quick. So you can see, you can use your scoop loop to scoop all of the insides of your pumpkin out. So I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna use this as a bowl for our pumpkin dip here in just a few minutes. So the pumpkin carving kit includes the scoop loop and the MySafe cutter. And if you're interested in purchasing those, I would love the opportunity to help you do that. All right, so if you have any large pieces of pulp, go ahead and pull those off and separate the seeds. Since I am live, I'm not gonna stress too much about these in this big clump in my hands. We're gonna boil the rest in a brine. So I got those ingredients ready. So what we're gonna do we're gonna take 6 cups of water. I'm gonna put this on high heat. So I've already got 6 cups of water in my saucepan here. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. Pour that in. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar. Pour that in. We're gonna bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, I'm going to pour in our pumpkin seeds, and I'm gonna let them cook in there for about 15 minutes. And I'll stir them occasionally. While we're waiting for the water to boil, we're gonna get our pumpkin dip ready to go. I'm gonna stop my scraper here, and I'm gonna just give this sugar, salt water, just a little stir. And I'll keep an eye on that. So for our pumpkin dip, we're gonna use cream cheese, which I have already here in my mixing bowl. We're gonna use canned pumpkin, powdered sugar, and pumpkin pie spice. So for starters, what I wanna do is I wanna use our Flex Plus mixer attachment just to combine the cream cheese. So I'm gonna grab the beaters, the battery, the handle, and then the mixer. So we'll put all of this together. You wanna add your beaters before you plug in the battery supply. One of our beaters has this little metal piece on it, and you need to line it up on the side that it goes on. If you put it on the other side, it's not gonna stay in. So make sure you put those together properly. Plug in our handle and attach our battery pack. So there's a safety on the mixer. We're gonna just turn that on. There we go. Get this all broken up here. Okay. And then we're gonna add a can of pumpkin. So let's get our can opener. And this is just regular pumpkin. If you wanted to take your pie pumpkin and roast this in your air fryer or in your oven, you could do that. And then you could use fresh pumpkin instead of canned. Twist all the way around. Then turn counterclockwise to take the lid off of the can of pumpkin. We're gonna add this whole can of pumpkin in here, and my water is coming to a boil. It's one thing I love about induction. I didn't think I was gonna like my induction stovetop when we bought this house, but I actually love it, and my portable burner is also induction. I'm gonna give this just a little stir. All right, I'm gonna also add in our, I think this is 1.5 cups, I think. Let me just check. No, just 1 cup. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. If you have some Pampered Chef Cinnamon Plus from one of the seasonal offerings, you can use that. That's what I'm using today. We're gonna mix this together. Want to get this nice and smooth. And then I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl. And I'm going to stir this sugar and salt water again. So basically we have a brine for our pumpkin seeds. All right, so this is looking good. So I'm just going to gently pour in these pumpkin seeds. And don't worry about any little pieces of pulp. Try to get the most of it out if you can, but it will separate in this boiling water. All right. Give that a quick stir, and I'm going to mix up our pumpkin pie dip a little bit more. All right, take off the battery, take off the handle, and then to remove the beaters, you just push the button on the top to release those. So check out our beautiful pumpkin pie dip. All right, I'm just gonna transfer this to the pumpkin, and then we're gonna do something fun. So don't stop watching yet. And this is, I don't think I told you guys, this is 1.5 bricks of cream cheese, so 12 ounces of cream cheese. And you definitely want a small size pumpkin for this, or you're not gonna be able to fill it up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my kitchen torch. Let me stir our little pumpkin seeds here. All right, we're gonna put some marshmallows on top of our pie dip, just like this, fill in all those little indentions there. All right, and then we're gonna use our torch. Let's see if I can get this to, come on, I always feel like I have to do this a couple times. And I bought this on Amazon, so there we go. And then you can turn up, oops. All right, you guys. Let's see if I can do this. I tested it before we started. Let's see. I feel like it's not moving now, the little button. Nope. Let's see what's going on here. It says pampered, not perfect, right? Thankfully I don't sell this product. It doesn't want to come on for me. A couple more tries, maybe we'll get it going here. I hear it and it has gas. All right, so I don't want to keep wasting time here trying this, but I was going to torch the top of these marshmallows so that this looked like a nice pretty toasted pumpkin dip, but my my kitchen torch does not want to cooperate with me right now. So let me give this a little stir. Our pumpkin seeds are boiling nicely. And I'll go ahead and tell you what we're gonna do with these pumpkin seeds when we are done. And I'll see if I can get my kitchen torch to work for me off camera. And then maybe I'll have a nice picture to show you guys in my recipe community. So if you're not a member of the recipe community yet, I hope that you will join me there. It's at theflipflopchef.com. I have thousands of recipes and a giveaway every single Friday. All right. So when we're done boiling the pumpkin seeds, I'm gonna use our stainless mesh colander to drain off the water, and then I can just use my fingers to pull apart any little pieces of pumpkin pulp that is still left behind, and rinse those out, and then you're gonna lay them out on some paper towels. So I just have one of Pampered Chef's sheet pans here. We're gonna lay them out on the paper towels and let them dry for 20 to 30 minutes. So we can't do this on camera just because we don't have that much time together today. Let them dry really good, and then you're gonna add some oil in it. Just put them in a bowl or spray them with oil if you want, but I recommend putting them in a bowl, adding a little bit of oil, not too much, and then add a seasoning of your choice. You can use any kind of seasoning you want. So like if you want these to be savory, then you could use our rosemary herb mix. If you wanted to do like garlic and herb mix, you could do that. If you want them a little bit different taste, you could do our chili lime rub. I love all of these choices, but I'm gonna do cinnamon, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna put some sugar on them, but I may dust them with some cinnamon sugar after I roast them with the Karenji cinnamon. This is also a seasonal product that was available the last 2 years. I'm not sure if we're gonna have it available anytime soon, but you could use any cinnamon that you want. All right, so I did not set a timer on this. I don't think it's been 15 minutes, but these look really good. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my stainless mesh colander, and I'm gonna drain off the water. I'm gonna turn this burner off. All right, let's see. Grab my little trivet here. I don't even think I'm gonna need to try to get any of the pulp off, so I'm not even gonna worry about setting that trivet down. I'm just gonna shake these seeds off and pour them, not too hot, pour them on this paper towel. And then you're gonna spread them around. Use my I can tolerate a lot of heat all my years of being a waitress and carrying hot dishes. So there's a few places with a little bit of pulp. You can pick those out once this cools off a little bit more. So you're gonna spread that around and let it dry for 20 to 30 minutes. Add your oil and your seasoning, and then you're gonna pop it into the rotating basket that goes with the deluxe air fryer. Close the basket, put this in the air fryer, and you're going to put this on a custom temp of 325 degrees for 14 minutes. Make sure you press the rotate button so that the basket actually rotates and tosses the pumpkin seeds around. I do recommend spraying the deluxe air fryer basket before you put anything in it to keep it from sticking. The air fryer basket is also dishwasher safe, so it's super simple to clean when you are done with it. So let's see if I can get my torch to work again. I really want to show you guys this part. It's just fun anytime you play with fire, right? So let's see if I can get this going. There we go. Let's see if I can increase there we go. Oh, didn't want to stay on for me. All right, there we go. So we can roast our marshmallows on the top. It just needed a little break, right? Let me turn that. There we go. And get the other side. Just be careful if you're turning this. You don't want your hand to get burned, and you definitely don't want to set these on fire. So now we have a really fun pumpkin dip that we can serve. You can serve it cold, or if you wanted to, you could heat up the mixture that we put inside of the pumpkin. I recommend serving it cold, but it is totally up to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed these fun ideas. And if you need a pumpkin carving kit, you have plenty of time to order that for Halloween. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me at theflipflopchef.com. Contact me if I can help you with any of the products that you saw today. Have a great day.